Let's go. Peace. What's up, family and friends? It's your boy Mar back again with the last video I'm gonna do until we get everything set for the program that we're gonna start. So what I would like to do is just put on your mind just a few talking points that I come up with. And there was nothing major, not anything that you all don't know, but this could just be some things that that we don't discuss, or things that I don't want to say that we don't discuss, because I believe we do discuss them, but these are things that we need to actually deal with. Things like this that's in our community as Black men. I know for certain that it would serve us greatly if we put these things into practice, and it's dealing with us being Black men and having relationships with our young men in our communities. So it's only 5 points, and I think number one that we could talk about is building up stronger relationships with our male youth. A lot of times in the field that I work in, I come across a lot of young brothers. And these young brothers, when you talk to them, they're very, very, very eager to learn. They want to know. I think a lot of times what happens is that we start to joke around with them. We like to play, or we'll withhold the information because some of us are still in competition with our youth. That's not a place that we need to be, nor playing with them. I think the more we take them serious, the more they'll take us serious. Now, I'm not saying that they should put us, or we should put them on some pedestal or anything like that. No, what we need to do is put them on our shoulders. And that's one of the most valuable things I believe that as Black men that we can do, is to try to build up relationships with our young brothers. Most of the times, like I said, we might see some kid come in, dreadlocks, dyed tips, or some strange color within the dreadlock, and we looking at him like he's weird, and his pants are extremely tight, and he's looking at us out the corner of his eye. It's funny looking. Yes, it's funny looking. It's strange. It's almost uncomfortable, but the honest to God truth is that what we have to do is find a way to relate to our young brother. And I know many of us have never worn dyed dreads or tight pants or anything like that they're wearing nowadays, but we still have to find that root cause to where we can relate to them. And there's nothing wrong with, if it's something that you went through in life that you can, an experience that you can pass on to the brother, pass it on. Talk about it. There's nothing wrong with finding that common ground, because the thing is, you never know what that young brother may be going through. You can probably help him out. So let's try using that as building points of relationship. Relating points of building up relationships with our young brothers. Second one is finding the root cause of disconnect. Why are we so disconnected? Who is it that we want to blame? And I think we need to take that word off the table. Take blame off the table. Let's eliminate that. Let's eliminate blame, and let's deal with accountability. And accountability can go around, and it can be passed around like a hand in spades. God damn it, it's so many of us that are accountable for that. But men, we start with us. We start directly with us. Start with ourselves, and we make sure that we look at the mistakes we've made, even learning from the mistakes that were made with us. I remember a few years back, when I was a young man. Well, I'm not gonna say young man. I'm 46 now, but maybe early 30s or something, mid 30s maybe. No. Yeah, early 30s, very early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. I was talking with a big brother of mine who's a mentor of mine. His name is Brother Victor Muhammad, and he said to me, because I was talking about learning things for myself, how I could learn things, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 right? By doing things. And he said to me, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others, a fool learns from his own. I know that's a quote from somewhere, but when he said it to me, it made me think like, damn, you know, that makes a lot of sense, you know. So the thing is we should be able to share it, because I know many of us, like myself, have been fools. We've been fools, and so we should share our mistakes and with our little brothers, be transparent, as possibly as transparent as you can be, without making yourself look like a fool. But share with your brothers, share with the young brothers what's going on with us, and that way they understand and they'll come back for more. I've seen it too many times happen where the young brothers want to come back, they're hungry, they're starving. They're just not being fed properly. That's what it is. And that way, that brings us to the other point, is building trust. That's how we build trust with our young brothers. Brothers, we gotta, build that trust, build that connect, make these things happen. And I think that'll be a real beautiful part, to what's going on right now. This is my boy Rob calling me. I'm gonna have to call him back after I get done with this. And the last two things is how raising our sons requires discipline. Discipline is not absent of love, but it should be absent of ego. Remember when we knew not. I had to be reminded of that many times. Dealing with anybody, whether it was dealing with young brothers, older brothers like myself who didn't have the understanding that I had. I may not have the understanding that they had of some things. But, and even dealing with our sisters, dealing with women who we've been in relationships with, everybody doesn't share the same experience. It's not like it's some broad stroke, like by the time you get 46 like me, there should be like this manual for 46-year-olds. That's not how shit happens. That's not life. That's not real. The understanding is different, especially when we have different schools and different trains of thoughts. And lastly, apologizing and atoning for our misdeeds. There's nothing wrong with being a man, standing up saying, yo, hey, my bad, I fucked up. And I know I do it all the time, every day. I'm always messing up. In fact, I messed up earlier on something. I don't know what it is. I'll find out. My wife will let me know. But I messed up on something. But no, in all actuality, we mess up every day. And I think that's one of the things that we have to get ourselves used to, is apologizing and atoning and mending our mistakes, not letting them exist, not letting them go on. So with that being said, I'm gonna close this out. And y'all take care. I appreciate you. So be looking out for this within the next 14 days. I got some things that I need to handle, but I also need to, I'm gonna be building on this here. So I'll talk to you guys later. I appreciate you. This is my last video for the next 14 days. Thank you. Peace.